Testing, testing. Can you hear me? Yeah, there you go. Hey, Nickel. How's it going, brother? Let's get you a link up here, brother. And copy, and let's put in there. There you go, Nickel. Hello, YouTube. It's Rocky Superstar on a Sunday night, and we're going to watch silver go crazy. And it dropped down. It dropped down quite a bit tonight after I left a sows. It's down to 77.18, so it's dropped $2.21. So it's really going crazy. Hey there, Nickel. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, a bank failed. A major bank failed, and they won't give the name out yet. But 4 or 5 channels is reporting.
Well,
And
that's one of what I was gonna talk about tonight, and they really, and I'm gonna explain why they failed and stuff like that. So I was just like, man, it's getting crazy.
well, they gave it money for prior, and then it failed. I guess Saturday night, 2 a.m. in the morning or something. It didn't have the money, I guess, to meet the standard to be opened on Monday. So then
Yep.
they had to give it a bunch more money. So I think you'll read about that tomorrow. And but it's supposed to be a major bank. Now I don't know if it's U.S. or out of the country. I'm thinking it's U.S. So man, I mean, the pressure you're going to start seeing anytime silver gets 85 or over, it's going to start putting pressure on the banks.
Oh, definitely, definitely. What this is what I'll uh I'll kind of give some background of what's going on and what we're seeing. And I tell you, my prediction, and I'm going to give my prediction. Let's get my camera turned on here. Because I've been kind of waiting on doing a show on this. And so I wanted to make sure. AC4, good to see you. Dean, good to see you. Tony, Red Crawler, thank you. Thank you. Carrie,
Now, JP Morgan, they're in good shape because they actually buy silver.
Yep, and that's part of what we're going to talk about tonight because there's 8 bullion banks that are in trouble, and good to see you, C4. Thank you. And so, what I was going to go into some background and everything about bringing up to date what is going on.
JP may end up taking over a lot of these banks, so they could get even bigger.
Boy, it's gonna be kind of crazy next week. Hey, Mark, good to see you. Thank you for coming. And it's really crazy what's happening, and so now let's go back a ways, maybe I don't know, a year when. Hey, John Camper, how you doing? Thank you for coming. Let's go back about a year, and silver was $28 and some change, 28, 28.
90, no, not, I think it was 28.93.
Okay, because I was gonna like on January, I got it on my notes in here, and I like.
It's gone up. Silver was up 150% until the drop off tonight. It was up 150%.
Right. Well, yeah,
no metal's done that. No metal's ever done that before in a year.
No, and what is you think about silver had been manipulated, even gold, but not as bad as silver for the past 20 years. And if you go all the way back to the Hunt brothers had been buying contracts. Hey, Silver Wolverine, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Hit that like and share button and share me out, and we'll try and get up to 1,000 subs. That would be great.
And you could borrow too. You could borrow and buy on borrowed money. And when they did it, and then when they changed the rules, it got strict. They couldn't do that anymore, and then they had to start backpedaling. But they'll probably change the trading rules on silver before it's over. They'll probably have to, and it'll probably be something to do with bullion silver, or they'll say you can't buy, you can only sell. They'll do something to try to slow it down.
Yeah, they will, and they did do in 2020, and I'll go in there and let me say, Snake Bite, how you doing? Beto, thank you for coming. Carrie, thank you. Thank you for coming. And Matt Wing, thank you. Beto, Dean. In 2020, they made, I was digging out the number, but I didn't get the actual kind of law that they passed about keeping the these banks that are so buried with actual contracts that are what they're doing is trying to manipulate the silver market. And so they passed a law, and it's like I said, I don't have the law number, but I'll get it. And I'll put it on my comment page because I was like trying to find it and stuff like that. But they did that in 2020 to keep these bullion banks from going bananas on trying to control the silver market and doing all these contracts that are paper contracts, and they can't fulfill.
You know, paper silver to physical silver is like almost like 400 to 1.
Yes, exactly.
So for every silver 1 ounce, there's 400 people that own that same ounce.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Steve C, Water Possibilities, thank you for coming. Good to see you. Thank you.
It's like musical chairs. 5 or 6 people with 1 chair left, and none of them get to sit in the chair.
Exactly. That's exactly right. And these bullion banks, there's a Union Bank of Switzerland is one of them. That's one of the bullion banks. And the Burbank Bank Community Bank, they're part of Whitehurst. And the bank, Whitehurst Bank, Citibank, Deutsche Bank, Goldman Sachs, Scotty Bank, the Bank of Nova Scotia. These are all, and Chase are all bullion banks. I might have missed one. There's 8 of them that really participate in this. So what happens is these bullion banks buy all these contracts, empty contracts with all it is buying paper to keep silver down. Well,
Deutsche Bank, I wouldn't be surprised. The German one, I wouldn't be surprised if it failed. You know, they've been saying for years they expect it to fail. It's going to fail. It's going to fail. It's going to fail.
That's one of the bullion banks. So it would not surprise me if it didn't, because Germany is not, their economy is really faltering pretty bad, and so it's really bad. So you think about it. You got these 8 bullion banks. One of them, the only one out of all of these, is Chase. Now Chase owns 780 million ounces of silver. Now they are in pretty good shape as far as being able to supply their short position. Hey, Robert Kemp, good seeing you. Thank you for coming. Robert Kemp says hi there, Nickel.
Yo.
I was looking at Grand Funk there. Did I kind of get off a little bit? I'm reading what Mark's saying. No, he won't. No, he's all right.
Hey, I will tell you something. I think your second highest viewed video, I was on it. So there you go.
Exactly. Silver Wolverine, yes, I did get it. And I got it Saturday or Friday or something like that. But it looked really good. But I want to keep on my subject here so I don't mess up, and we'll kind of venture off. Chase is one of the few banks that owns a lot of silver. And so Chase is going to be okay. Now, these banks on this law, they have to put up, and it started last week before Christmas when silver got up to $67 or $68. I can't remember the exact amount when this law kicks in, where they have to either produce the silver that they're going short on or put it up the cash. Well, the cash, I was pretty surprised. The numbers of let me get my notes here. The number of silver needed for all these banks was 421 million ounces of silver is what they need. And they can't get that much silver. There's not that much out there. All I can say is for Chase Bank, they have 780 million. So there's only right now in the vaults at on record at the vault at COMEX, there's only 47.2 million ounces. So these bullion banks are flipped upside down. And that's why, when you're saying about the bank going under, they cannot come up with the cash or the silver. So they're trying. So the banks, hey, Barbara, good to see you. Thank you.
I need Barbara to protect me in the chat. I'm getting insulted.
Oh, Lordy. So what these banks are doing is they have gone for so many, 2 decades or so, they've been manipulating the silver market, and they're really, really behind the 8 ball. And you have to think about, like today, China opened the Shanghai Metals Exchange an hour early today. And I think that's why we saw such crazy numbers on silver going up. I think it topped out at 83.
It got right at 84. It got I think it got to like the 83.93 or something. It was really close to
somewhere up there, and it's going crazy. Well, so what they're injecting right now into the COMEX and the LBNA and is all this money. The government is trying to keep them afloat by putting all this money in there so they can either put up the money so they don't go broke. And it'll be interesting to know what bank it was. And I think it's a pretty good guess, Nicholas. Deutsche Bank is the one that I think. Oh, there was another one I didn't say, and that was a Bank of America. I hear they're a bullion bank. So those 8 banks are the bullion banks that really mess with the Eagle. Steve, good to see you.
Well, people will know because if they go to their bank tomorrow to use the ATM, if it's closed down, you're going to know which bank it was.
Yes, that's exactly right. And so, who did Barbara do that? I got to check.
Oh, Mark is going to leave you forever if you continue to let me come up.
Oh, no. Come on, Mark. Don't be that way.
You need somebody of maybe a different viewpoint. That's what makes lives interesting.
It can't be just one-sided. I agree, and I like having conversation with people that don't agree with me, and I'm okay with that.
All right, so we agree on most things.
Yeah.
You like Grand Funk?
I do. I was just going to say,
you're a classy, upstanding person because they got.
I saw them in concert about probably 8 years ago,
and they only got a 3-man band.
I think they do now. I think they had 4, but now I think it's down to 3.
It's amazing what they can do. Just 3 of them.
You think about it. That song "We're American Band" that is awesome.
Lord, yeah, that's a classic.
Yeah. Barbara's opening a daycare center for nickel in Minnesota. Well, you give a donation. You look at Red Crawler.
I'm your captain. I'm your captain is an awesome song. They use that on.
Oh yeah. I'm your captain. Yeah, that's a good song. Do you know I have that original album? That's how much I like them. That is I had somebody and my family helped themselves to a lot of my LPs, and they weren't supposed to. But
the X. Did she take your collection too?
Yeah, they took a lot of stuff that they shouldn't have. But that's just part of it. So let's get back to.
Yeah. Okay.
So what happens if another one of these banks fails? And I think because it's really stupid for them banks to think that and they had bought. I heard that these selling this short contracts. I heard they bought a bunch of them at $22. Can you imagine $22? How many billions of dollars are taken in shorts? On these things, it's really crazy.
Yeah, I mean, and a higher silver gold, and it is going to go back up.
Yeah, it will. And I look at this as just a short term. I by tomorrow, I guarantee it's going to be. Well, I won't guarantee it, but it will be back up. Hey, Jamie Foxx, how you doing? Good to see you.
This money they're bailing these banks out to keep them afloat, that's going to go straight to national debt, isn't it?
Yep, exactly.
So if silver gets to 200, which I think it's gonna, I got it at 200. It'll be the equivalent of 50 in 1980. I think that's right. Then they're going to be. You talk about a world of hurt. It's going to be constant feed money into there. They're going to have to constantly feed them money, and that's just going to go. That national debt's going to explode.
Well, they are going to have to stop buying these short contracts because they're betting. Because what's going on with China buying up all the silver they can get their hands on, and all these other companies that are like Samsung last week bought or didn't buy the mine, but they made a contract for the next 3 years that they'll buy all the silver that this mine can produce. Now, Samsung has now made a battery that's smaller and lighter and charges faster than what the lithium battery will do. So, yes, it's a solid state. That's right, Dean. And it's made out of silver. Well, they need a lot more silver to make these batteries. So Samsung has gone out on their own, and there's a lot of companies right now that are doing it, going directly to the mines and buying all the ore. Now, China's been doing this for a long time. They've been buying all what they call doré, and doré bars are not purified. They're mixed with lead or whatever minerals there is, and they send it over. They send it over to China, and then they refine it over there. Well, China's been really protecting their companies over there, because what China is doing tomorrow starts, I believe it's tomorrow, they start not supplying any silver to any foreign country or anywhere, and they're keeping all their silver in the country. So all the silver that they've been buying all these years and refining and stuff like that, which nobody knows how much they got, they're saving it for their own country.
I think China is buying like 50% of all physical silver.
I think it's even more than that, because what I'm understanding that when they were buying all the doré out of Argentina and Brazil and those southern countries, and I think they're even working on Mexico. I can't verify that, but they've been buying that doré bars at way cheap price, and they're just continue buying it, and they bring it over to China and refine it.
Well, so, see, this is all going to come down to Mexico too, because I believe they're going to keep it. I don't think they're going to put as much silver into the market. So if that happens, then silver will triple.
Exactly, and there's already a shortage of silver, like 1 ounce of gold to 7 ounces of silver as it comes out of the ground. Well, we are, as consumers around the world, are consuming more silver than that. And I've said a couple of times on here that there is a silver shortage, and that is what the main thing is, that you cannot, all these companies cannot buy silver, and they're going to directly to the manufacturers, and that's what we're seeing right now. And so
what they're going to have to do is like 925 silver. They're going to have to start buying that at spot, or because that's a good supply of silver being recycled.
Right.
And by giving 70% or nothing, people's not going to recycle that silver. They're going to hold it.
Exactly. And most of people right now, and what I heard today was doing my research that the miners in Mexico and other countries are actually starting to hold their silver for it to go up more so they can make more. And
You can't
it's
blame them.
like, no,
That's
I
smart.
can't blame them at all. So what they're going to do is try and create their own shortage so they can cash in. And I don't blame them one. Uh, miners, Dean, the miners are the miners are holding back on selling their silver. They mine it and they hold back on it. It's really crazy. And what I think is going to happen with them doing that and everything else with the banks starting to fail, because there is, like 7 of these banks are really hurting really bad, and they are going to be needing help to meet because they got all these short contracts. So with these short contracts, we may see another one fall next week. I was wondering if I was going to see one fall before the end of the week, and I've been keeping my ears open and finding that. So
Yeah, it's four or five channels are saying this, so I believe it happened. 2
I,
a.m. or 2:30 a.m. I think Saturday.
oh, okay, because I have, when I work all the time, it's hard for me. Like today, I spent most of the day just looking and doing research on what I'm talking about, and trying to make sure that I didn't miss anything. Because me personally feel like uh, I think silver next month in January will hit $100 an ounce, because people will not, these. It's not just the world needing it. When the Hunt brothers did it, you didn't have all these solar panels going on, all the EVs and batteries and stuff like that being made. They were taking contracts, and there wasn't that many people that were actually consuming silver, so they could put a lot of pressure on the Hunt brothers and got them to go belly up, because they couldn't, making them call for the margin calls, and so that made them go bust them. But they can't do that now because there's too many countries buying silver, and with them doing that, like China and all these other countries, India is a big consumer of silver. They can't put that kind of pressure on the makers. And so TM7, thank you for coming. You're new and I appreciate it. I hope you're hit that like and sub button for me. I need all the help. Magic Moon, thank you for coming. There's people in here that I hadn't seen before, and I want to thank everyone to coming in. And be sure and hit that like and sub button for me. I need all the help I can get. And at 1,000 subscribers, I am going to give out a gram of gold, and I'll have 3 different prizes. But first prize will be a gram of gold. So we'll have that and do that. So I think I'm going to do a Dos Peso or something like that giveaway for first prize, and I haven't decided on the other one, but we'll do something like that.
Silver's back to 78.38 right now.
Let me see here. I got Kitco up here. Yep, it's the 78.38, correct. Yep.
Don't be surprised before the night market ends if it's not 85 people. It'll make a turnaround. You watch.
Yep.
And the banks are going to say, oh, Lord, have mercy.
Well, so, you think about the magic number for the silver going up on this was $67 or $68 an ounce. And that's when the thank you, Matt. Thank you. Yeah, the amount, and so anytime it goes dollar over, they lose billions. These billion banks got so many contracts of short contracts, they're breaking these banks. So I'm sure that China, the BRICS nations, are doing everything they can to bury these bullion banks. And so I think that's what you're seeing. And they've tried to manipulate silver for so long, and they had done it for the last 20 years that
I think it's the India, Russia, and China teaming up to try to hurt America.
I do too. And Russia's probably in there too, So it's I can see most of them BRICS nations wanting to crush the COMEX and the LBNA in London. They're all trying to do it, and they're starting to really chip away at it. I mean, think about it. If silver hits $100 a month, $100 an ounce next month, like I think it's going to hit, they're going to wipe out these banks. Period. They're not going to have enough money, not enough silver to put up with that. Like I said, Chase has got 780 million ounces hidden, stuffed away. So they're in pretty good shape. So they've protected themselves over the years. So,
and if the banks buy silver, it's just going to push the price up more.
Exactly.
So it's going to kill themselves. Just trying to cover, they're going to kill themselves.
Because they got all these short contracts and they're trying to produce the silver. There's not that much silver out there that they can produce. So they're trying to get enough money to do the difference. They can produce money, but they can't produce the silver. And so what we're seeing is the silver running out. And it's going to be a crazy week this week in the silver market. I would not be surprised if it goes middle by Wednesday. It's up to $85 an ounce again, or close to it, like it was. So it surprises me and amazes me every time, because I look at this and I try and explain it to everyone what is going on in the market, and the bullion banks are really starting to they can't suppress the price anymore. So with them not being able to suppress the price on these short contracts, it's killing them. And like you said, one of them's already going bankrupt. And so you think about what a bank does when they start getting short positions and they can't meet with cash. They have to start selling assets. And so if they start selling assets to make up for the difference, and what it does, it creates a void in that whatever they're trying to sell. And what it can do is crash that, that market, whatever, because they need a lot of cash. And so we'll see what kind of happens next month. Or
so what happens if the real estate market crashes?
Yeah, basically that's what we're seeing right now is we're watching silver. These bullion banks are just crashing themselves because they cannot come up with the cash and they can't come up with the silver. And so it's kind of interesting. I always wondered why Chase had bought as me buying silver over the years, you would hear them buy 72 million ounces or, it's just like, were they, why are they buying all this, but they knew what they were doing. So they had manipulated the market. They got fined, what was it, $920 million for manipulating the metal market by the government?
Many times. They've been found guilty of that probably 5 or 6 times.
Yeah. And so it's just Silver Shelby, good to see you. We have nobody to blame but ourselves for trusting our government. Can you blame anyone for these countries for being sick? You know what, Silver Shelby? I agree. These bullion banks have manipulated the market for decades, and it's really, they're really sick of it, and that's what they're doing. They're slowly demanding all the silver, and the COMEX. If the COMEX ever defaults on what they're doing, you're going to see crazy prices in the market. It's really going to get crazy, and that's why I said next month we'll see $100 silver before long. I mean, you saw it up to 85. It got to 85.93, correct? It was 83.93.
Yeah, if Mexico instead of supplying the world with what 30% of the
Yeah,
world's silver,
or 25%, something like that.
if they cut back to 10, you're going to see a big increase too.
Oh Lord! I mean, you think about it. They could do that at the prices right now. They could actually cut their prices back on silver or production, and still make the same amount.
Yeah, which
because of the price of silver.
I think they're going to. That's my personal opinion. So,
well, it's smart business. Silver-haired stacker. My average stack cost is $21. I am good if silver goes to $50. Yeah, exactly. Silver-haired. That at I think we're past $50, so you are in good shape. So,
well, in Poland, I heard today that they're going to start shooting down anything that they see flying near them. They're going to shoot it down from Russia, which could escalate that problem.
See, that's what I'm worried about, because if we do end up in some kind of conflict with the United States, with NATO, you're gonna it's all it's going to do is increase the price of gold and silver. It's going to go up more, and so that's I hopefully I think Trump was meeting with Zelensky today, and it was really something if he does, because he was trying to get Zelensky to back off what he's trying to do, because Zelensky is in a unwinnable war, and I don't understand why he doesn't, but I'm from CCP Eagle Steve. Oh, good Lord. You see what Dean just wrote out there?
Well, it sounds like a Polish joke.
Yeah, he's an Eagle Steve. He says, I'm from the CCP Eagle Steve.
Well, the thing of it is, that could affect fuel prices too. And
right.
if we attack Venezuela, they could blow up or damage their oil facilities, and like Saddam did in Kuwait. And if that happens, oil prices are going to shoot up, and then that's going to cause more inflation. So,
right. Yeah, it's going to get bad. I think we're just now starting to see it really what is going to happen, and what we're seeing is the bullion banks cannot control silver prices or gold prices, and we're going to. I want to see if my prediction next month, if silver hits $100, it could hit $200 by February. I think $200 is going to be probably the top, is what I think. But I'm guessing. I'm not predicting, but I'm guessing at, and that's just my own opinion.
JM is pretty knowledgeable. Maybe he's heard what bank failed and they had to bail it out. I wonder if he knows.
Is he here?
Yeah. He's in the chat.
Oh, he is. Let me give him let's get him up here in the stream, and we'll jack at him, because I didn't see him.
And Magnus 62 is that a new person? I don't remember that name.
Magnus. Let me look here. Magnus 60. I think he was here last week.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Magnus was here last week. I appreciate you coming, Magnus. I appreciate it. There, Wing Matt Eagle has been here, and let's see here. There's a link for JM if he wants to come up, or anybody if they want to come up and say anything. But I really think what's going on. I was so surprised that. Okay, I was looking for my notes. January 1st of 2025, silver was $28.84. Nickel, you were close.
Okay, yeah.
You were really close. And gold was $2,623 on January. That was gold price. So that tells you it's nearly doubled. And
Yeah,
so you would think,
gold will double some by the sixth. No, by probably the third month of the new year, it'll be doubled.
right, right. And so that's why I'm saying next month, you Littlefoot, thank you for coming. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. It'll be really something to see next month and what happens, because I really think this week we're going to see silver shoot back up, and next week, but it's not going to. I don't think it's going to break 100 next week. There's JM. How you doing there, JM? Good to see you. Thank you for coming.
Hey there, Rocky, Nickel, and everyone in the chat. Good to see you all.
Have you heard that? Did you know a bank is supposedly a major bank failed? Did you hear that?
You mean in the last week?
Yeah, the last couple of days. Yeah,
I did not hear about that at all.
I
So
went.
I'm going to be doing some research on that.
I went to the FDIC to see if they got it listed yet, and they don't. But that usually takes a while to list it, so we'll see.
What was your source on that information?
Just 4 or 5 channels have been reporting it.
Was it all with an Asian guy?
No,
Oh,
no, it wasn't Asian dude.
There's a bunch of those Asian guys coming out there.
John AG, I think, is the guy that everybody. Yeah, for some reason they don't like him. I thought he did a good video. I put one of his videos up today live, and I thought it was pretty good information. So
some people are just against AI, as a general idea. But several YouTubers have been mentioning and cross-checking a lot of the information, and not always, but there's been several incidences where the information is just completely off and actually clearly fabricated. So do be careful. I know it's entertaining and it's easy to get sucked into them, but double check everything on that.
well, it just explained why it's putting pressure on the banks, and which I think it was 100% spot on.
Yeah.
And it said the banks were going to start to have trouble, and it's been right, because apparently one major bank has failed Friday or Saturday, so we'll see. They had to bail it out.
That could be I think that they've had some sort of an emergency meeting, and something's happened here to create that flash crash. I wouldn't be surprised if they just stopped accepting, any purchase orders, above certain levels. But one way or the other, they got it down from roughly $84 down to $75.50. It's almost a $10 hit in a matter of an hour and a half. So buckle up, guys.
Well, it's back to 78, isn't it? Let me see.
Do what, Nickel?
I think it's back to over 7. Oh, no, it's 77.22 right now.
Yeah, it dropped again. It's dropped $2 from what we saw of the all-time high. So it doesn't surprise me, because they're trying to drive the price down. But I think what they're going to do is try and drive it down, and then you're going to see it next week just shoot up again, because there is, like I said, 7 other banks, and one of them I know is Chase, and I think they're okay. But I really think that the other ones are going to drag the system down, because they cannot come up with that much cash unless the United States comes up and prints some more money for them.
Oh, I think a bunch of banks is getting money right now. You can bet your bottom dollar.
Oh, you know it because of what everything's going on, except the American people. We're not getting anything, and that irritates me. What? 76.43. Is that what that says, Jim?
76.42.
42. Okay.
Yeah, this is coming from TradingView.
Okay.
But yeah, you can see this is where I closed on Friday. And so there's a massive gap from that 79 mark to where it opened of 81. And a lot of people say the gaps have to be filled. So a lot of people would have been expecting for it to kind of come back here. But it just launched right on the opening up to $84 an ounce. And then really, really fast flash crash happened, and it's already recovered. About a quarter of it. It may take a day or two, but I heard Nichols say earlier. Don't be surprised if we see 85. Later on tonight. It. I think it could do that too. Just
See,
never.
I'm right with Nickel, and I don't know if it'll do it tonight, but I think it'll do it this week for sure. I say for sure. I don't know for sure, but I think it's got a good chance. I'll say that.
I think before New Year's it will be 90.
It could very well be. I mean,
So this red candle is today's trading overseas. This green one was Friday. And so, like anyone that does a little bit of technical analysis, you can see on that daily, we've got a higher low and a higher high. So,
Right.
like just from a very simple trading perspective, she's going to just keep running. If they get it back down to 70 or 68, then we could see it consolidate for a while. But if it keeps moving back up, then I think we might even see 90 by the next week or so. I'll zoom right in on that so you guys can see that zoomed in.
Listen to Barbara. If Chase is one of her banks, how many banks you have, Barbara? She's probably got 5 banks. 6 banks.
Well, I think Chase is pretty solid right now because, like I said, they got 780 million ounces of silver in their vault. So they're one of the few that is pretty solid right now. Jamie Dimon.
Trading.
No,
Silver Wolverine, thanks for coming. Be sure to hit that like and love button, and we'll see you later. Thank you. I appreciate it.
And yeah, so Wolverine, be sure to watch Indiana the first. We need all the fans we can to root for them.
I can't wait to see Caitlin Clark play again and Sophie.
Oh Lord, that's not till May. They
I
are.
know, I can't wait though.
They're in the USA Olympic team.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Oh man, they're going to tear it up. That those two are there. What a nice pair to have, on your team.
I heard Clark made a pass the other day. It was like, maybe she's the only person that could make it, and it was to who's the black girl? Can't think of her. Can't hit a layup if her life depended on it. Darn it, I can't believe I cannot think of her name. Oh, Reese. She made a heck of a pass to her. I heard the other day. So
yeah, that's for sure. So I think I'm pretty spot on about what we're seeing at these bullion banks are teetering on going under, and they cannot fulfill their contracts. And so this is what we're seeing, like one of the banks, and I'll definitely do some more research because I'm really, if I find out what bank it is, hey, Evil Cowboy, thank you. Yes, it is interesting times. I will definitely put that on my community page, and that way, because I'm kind of curious who it is. I got to do some more.
yeah, but how come they won't give the name out?
Hey, Red, good to see you.
I find that interesting. They won't say the actual name of the bank yet. So
well, it's kind of like I think we could probably figure it out here pretty soon. I just didn't know what to look for. Once I start looking for it, I will go to. I look on my news sources out of the United States because you won't find anything in the United States. These news sources here in the United States, they're junk.
That's why I asked JM because he's in Canada. I figured they probably know. We won't know.
Yeah, I was hoping he'd know.
Yeah, no, I don't see anything coming up for that. The most recent was Silicon Valley Bank, but like that was 2023 and First Republic.
Right. No, the last bank to fail was out of Texas. So
there was one in Oklahoma that failed. I can't remember the name of it. I got it in my notes if I want to go through the notes, but it failed.
I think that fell. I think that fell right before the bank in Texas. But there was a bank in Texas that failed.
Okay.
But they don't really fail. What they do is they come in, give them money, and then they just rename the bank and open it up within 2 or 3 days usually.
Right.
Yeah.
Make the people whole that are banking there.
Yeah.
They'll do a merger or just an outright acquisition. They won't even tell you. They just, as a customer, all you know is that you got absorbed by another institution, or your institution got absorbed by another one.
Right. Exactly.
Or they merge.
Yeah. When they have to do 10 at the same time, it's going to be a lot harder to do, I think.
Yeah, these and what I've been wondering about these banks, the way silver's been going up. I knew something was going to have to give sooner or later because the billions of dollars they were losing going short, trying to control it. So it was just a matter of time.
But the problem now is physical delivery on the exchanges, because like industries are now saying, we're not just stocking up for the next 3 months. We're stocking up for 12 to 24 months now, right? Because we don't want to run into supply issues screwing up our assembly lines.
Yeah, exactly.
And the smart thing is,
sorry.
If you got money in the bank, keep just enough that you have to. Don't put a lot in any one bank right now, I would say.
Yeah, because if these banks start failing, they'll do what they call a bail-in, and they'll take your money, and you may not get it back. That was set up in 2011 by the Dobbs and Frank and Dobbs Act, and so that's the name of it. And so it's really interesting to see where the bank can come in there and take its depositors' money and to keep themselves afloat. And you're just out the money. You don't even okay the loan,
Yeah, Barbara better take most of hers out of these 5 or 6 banks and put it in her, what's her car again? Put it in the trunk.
Yeah, Barbara, I tell you, the best way to do it kind of is to stick your money in a credit union. They are under a different laws than actual banks. Are. She's Rolls Royce. Yes.
Yeah, Rolls Royce. That's it. Yes. Yeah, put it in the trunk of that. Yeah, credit unions. Credit unions. They are more local minded too. Local community. So.
Yeah, there you go. That's it right there. Me and Barb are going to go out of town in that thing.
Little something like that.
Yep, there you go, Barb. Are we going to go out to dinner in your car there, Barb?
Yeah, for sure, man. Taco Bell drive-through. Let's do it. Can you imagine running that through a Taco Bell drive-through?
Oh, Lord. And a Rolls Royce, yeah.
Yeah, that's true, Red Light. I'll watch your money for. She can depend on me.
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, do we have any questions in the chat here that I can see here that I might have any questions about what silver is going to do and what I think and what will people see? Has anybody got any questions? Yes, they are, Barb. Credit unions are safer. I would stick moving to credit unions. I bank with Chase too. The premiums on Eagles have soared to almost $100 an ounce at USD. Cheapest I'm seeing them right now for singles 80. Yes, I know Evil Cowboy. They have gone up out of sight. So what is that telling you? That if you look at JM Bullion and look up there how long it takes to get their order fulfilled, I was looking at that, and I just got my order in from Hero, and I ordered a tube of ASEs, and so I just I've bought them a lot cheaper than what silver is right now, and that was like 3 weeks ago. So
There wasn't no predictions, I guess, for what silver's going to end the year. I think between 88 and 90. That'll be my prediction.
Well, the end of the year is about, let me get my calendar. And we got, about 4 days after, 3 days, which is next Thursday. So I really think we're going to see probably 85, maybe 86 on silver. Native Stacker says 100. Yeah, it could be. Truthful Troll, dang, I missed the show. Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
And,
we already got through with Trump bashing. You missed it.
Yeah, that's right. Let's see how many we got tonight here. We got 34 watching, which is outstanding. I really feel that's great. And I think we ought to do numbers here. Hold on. We'll go 1 through Eagle Steve. Yeah, 63 to 65. Eagles. How about Nicole Pick? Go 1 through 50. That will be a good spread. So we can go. Tony's got 24. Tony's the first one with 24. Barbara's got 69. And there we go. Dean's got 17. Matt Wing got it. Matt Wing. Change your number. Dean's had 17 first. Lucky Star 17 has already been taken, darling. Pick a different number. 1 through 50. We're going to give away a gold bar and a silver bar. There's a gold bar and a silver bar. And that's what you'll win tonight. There you go. Okay, everybody, Joseph. Hey, thank you for Joseph. 15 and Lucky Star Lucky Star. You got to change your number. 17's already been taken. Silver Shelby got 14. I don't think 14's been taken. I got to go back up here and check. Dean had 17. Matt, you got to change. Did you change your number, Matt? Matt got 29. Okay, that's good. Lucky Star, you got to change your number. Let's see here. Barbara got 60. Yeah, red light. Barbara likes 69. Yes, she does. Mr. E's got 49. There we go.
Why did Kay Paulson change their number? They said 7, then they said 8. Kay Paulson, which one is it? Is it going to be 7 or 8?
Oh, there he is down there. Okay. Yeah, which number are you going to go with, KP? Truthful Troll's got, okay, he's going with 8.
All right.
There we go. He's going with 8. I think that's all of them. I'm going to hit a stop button here.
Biffle's number. I don't know. I don't follow NASCAR. I really don't follow NASCAR.
Thank you, JM. Thank you.
I like the funny cars better.
No, thank you.
They never put them on the radio. I mean, on TV. I used to watch them.
Okay, hold on.
I think the people that do that are absolutely nuts. Because that's like a jet engine on the back of those cars. And they can go air up in the air very easily. I mean,
did you pick a different number, Lucky Star? Oh, there you go. Lucky Star got 9. Okay. Lucky Star got 9. She changed it over. There we go. Thank you, Lucky Star. All right. Thank you. All right. So let's see here. Matt Wing Butterhead was 16. Biffle. Bufflehead. Okay. All right. What number did you pick there?
I picked 7. Cowboys beat the Commanders by 7. And he had 7, but he changed it to 8, and 8 puts him over. I thought that was interesting.
C4.
C4's got 7.
Yep.
Okay, that's why he changed his number then.
Okay. C4, there you go. You got the I'm gonna give you my email and email me your address. There we go. C4, you're the magic winner, C4. Send me your address. I'll send you a gold bar and a silver bar.
Yeah, and a couple other people did have 7 in there, but it was already taken.
Yeah.
C4 was right on it.
Yep, he was on it. Did you watch? You're welcome. C4, did you watch the Cowboy game? I did. That was a good ending point of the year right there.
Yeah, it made your Christmas.
They're not going to make the playoff. I wasn't. The 49ers score. Oh, the 49ers are playing tonight, aren't they, Dane?
Joseph Lopez in here? I didn't see him in here.
Who?
There he is. Joseph Lopez. I see him now.
Thank you for coming. Be sure to hit that like and sub button. I really appreciate it. And Ominous Rooster's in here. Hey, thank you. Yours is on its way. Yeah, it does. But you got one coming to you. You won last week, so you got one coming. So, Magic Moon, thank you for coming. Be sure to hit that like and love button and give me all the love and help. I would appreciate it. And we got to.
Yeah,
New
York.
Ominous Rooster. I got a little something extra in there for you. So when you get it, be sure and let me know. Give me an email. So I got you something coming.
New York getting a lot of snow. It's supposed to be like the worst snowstorm they've had in years and years.
Is that right?
Yeah. Supposed to get, we were 69 today. 69 today here, which is unbelievable. And we're going to drop, we'll be a high, I think, tomorrow, 20. How you like that swing?
That's a big swing, isn't it?
I just wanted to say, now with the precious metals prices going up, it's kind of a sad story, but you can see I'm in this boat here, and I was out on this boating trip, and all my precious metals are at the bottom of that lake somewhere.
Oh, I hate when that happens. Good Lord.
Yeah, it really sucks. Anyway, if you guys can figure out where that lake is, you might find it.
Well, thank you, JM. I hope the dogs swim to the shore.
It's a deep, deep lake. Those dogs are actually photoshopped into the picture. They weren't actually there. I hear you, though.
That's great. Well, I'm going to shut this thing down, and we'll say goodnight. Thank you, everybody, for coming. I didn't see anybody asking any questions about what we talked about tonight, and hopefully I explained it a little bit. I wanted to say a little bit more, but
well, somebody asked when will the economy collapse or the dollar? I can't remember which one. They were in time. The dollar will eventually collapse. I think it's going to.
It's been on a slow, steady decline, much slower than most other fiat currencies, but decline nonetheless.
Well, what's going to do it is the national debt. It's just going to keep climbing, and eventually the interest on the debt is going to exceed
GDP.
Revenue from taxes, and at that point, I think it's the beginning of the end.
Yeah, the only way, and Elon Musk, whether you like him or not, actually, I think mentioned it pretty good. It's all about GDP at this point because it's a total debt to GDP ratio that really indicates whether it's dead or alive. And once your GDP ratio, which is your gross domestic product compared to the debt, once it's higher than the debt's higher than 1-to-1, you're pretty much screwed. So one thing that you can do if you can't lower the debt is you can crank the GDP up. So if you could double the gross domestic product, which is manufacturing, then that could revive the whole situation.
Yeah, we don't have hardly no manufacturing. Matter of fact, a lot of manufacturing jobs have been lost.
Yep, got to rebuild that.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything that you can buy at those dollar stores, that's where everything's made in China, start manufacturing all that stuff and cut them off at the pass, in my opinion.
But it'll be, if the Americans make it, it'll be higher though. So, and Americans tend to buy the foreign stuff. So I don't think it's going to work. I've said all along that Americans will continue to buy foreign. So that's what's going to happen.
Okay, well, let's talk about it more again next week. It's good to
Sounds
see you, Rocky. Thanks for having me up. Nickel, everyone
Hey,
in the
thank you
chat.
so much, JM. Thank you so much for coming, and we'll chat. We'll chat more next week. Thank you so
Sounds
much.
good.
And Nickel, I'm going to shut her down. Thank you so much, and we'll
All right.
see you. Good night, everyone. Y'all take
Good night,
care.
everybody. Happy New Year. If